Okay, I'm making this video here of things I found so far. But the problem is, don't know if any of these are leaking, but they all could be, or just one. This stuff here is your step flashing. That's how it's behind the side, and that should have, this tar paper here should be on top of this. Because if any water gets behind your siding, it would run down between this behind here. So I'm going to tape that all up. Up here where the J channel goes, the J channel and your rake board right here are almost smooth. So the water can run down in here and get inside here. So I want to caulk that. Here's what I really don't like. A lot of guys do it this way. It's hard to see, but the shingles aren't hanging over the side of the drip edge, and anywhere the water can run in here. You know, anywhere along this line here. Some of these holes are pretty big. I mean, this hole right here is pretty big. I don't know if you can see on the camera. Here's another one. Then we come up to the top, and I took all the siding off, and all this tar paper on here is old. It's from before they did their job, I'm thinking. And right here was where the old corner board was, and it was all leaking because the water was trapped behind there. This was your siding, and this corner board. It always leaked. I could tell, you know. They still do today, you know, when you rip stuff off. There's a board nailed on a board, and the water gets behind there and can't get out, so it always rots the stuff away. But like all this stuff, I don't know if it's leaking here. It seems dry, but all of this needs to be taped. And then up top, this is like, I mean, the water can, this is at your peak of your roof, where normally, you know, you have a ridge cap like over there, but here you don't. And the water can, I mean, it ain't gonna be much, but the whole length, it all could leak through here. I mean, water runs, so who the hell knows where it's leaking at? This should have some kind of cap over the whole thing. Then you come down here, and here, the fascia board, there's no nails in the damn thing. It's 10 inches high, and it only has nails on the bottom. There's a nail down there, but there's nothing on the top. So the water can be running in here. Now, the other thing I don't like is, behind this fascia board is the old fascia board. It's the old aluminum. I don't know if you can see it in there, but it's the vinyl coated aluminum. So what that does is, whenever you go over stuff like that, water gets trapped. It can't come out. Like, that should have been ripped off. Now over here, this is over top of the hallway, I think. It's actually even worse. Like, I mean, that's almost, I mean, look at that. I mean, I shouldn't be able to pick your shingle up, and I can see, you know, I can see stuff underneath. You can't see it. It's too dark in the photo. And again, here, the fascia board's coming off, and there's an old fascia behind there, aluminum fascia. And again, look at all the stuff. I don't know if you can see it, but there's all kinds of trash and debris down in there. It's all trapped, just what I said. So now the roof seems good. I actually got my hands underneath this shingles. These should come up because they can't be nailed, and that's all done right. And from what I can feel underneath there, everything's done right. So I don't know if the roof's leaking at all. It could be leaking way up here to siding, but you just don't know. But now down here, there's water laying. And I really don't like this. So actually, the only way I think to fix this is I gotta tear all these shingles off down here. But I might tear them off and not find anything. That's the whole problem with this roof. Now, all this could have been avoided. That valley running down here, where my thermos is, that's a valley. You know, you never have a valley terminate into a wall like what they did. So this roof over here should be extended. Should have been extended. over to here and come up to hit that point right there and come a valley right down to this point down here. It would have been a straight valley instead of this valley comes down and then it turns. It's always a problem. All right, hope you liked my video.